Hello! So today begins my declutter series. Now this is going to be a lot of parts because we're going through all of my backup Alex drawers. I've needed to do this for years, honestly, like well over a year, and we're doing it. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. We are starting today with foundations, any type of like base. Foundation, skin tint, concealers, probably primers. I don't know what else we're gonna throw in there. We'll see how long that takes. But this is the drawer that we are starting with. I have not gone in this drawer for anything in at least 6 months. So all of this stuff is just sitting here like going bad. It's a shame. So we really have to get rid of a lot. I'm gonna get rid of a lot. So that's where we're at. Let's begin. Okay, so we have some foundations. We'll start with those. I have not used any of these in a very long time. So most of them are just gonna get tossed. Like I have 3 of the Natasha Denona Foundation X. Like look, you can see that these have not been shooken. They have not been shaken in a very long time. Like they're bad. So all 3 of these are going in the trash. Sad. I did wear that, but it's full coverage and I don't know. I feel like I'm at such a different place in my life right now with like base products than I was when I was wearing that. Like then I liked a little bit more full coverage, maybe like a year ago, but that has changed a lot. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude. This was really good. I really like this. It's nice because it's a very light coverage, but it still gives you like a nice amount of coverage, but it just feels really light on your face. This probably is expired and I know that I'm not gonna wear it because all I wear is skin tints. I'm probably gonna say that 1,000 times. So that is also going to get trashed. And then I have another Double Wear Nude. This one is in tawny. This guy is in shell beige. So just 2 different. Is my lighting terrible? Hold the freak up. Where's my ring light? Oh my God, Nicole. Is this your first day on the job? Here, I'll tell you a little story while I'm moving my ring light. So Emma turned 21 the other day. Hard to believe, I know, because you guys thought that I was like 25, but I'm not. So Tara and I took her out, and Tony. Oh my God, it was a rough night because every shot that Emma didn't want to finish that someone bought for her, I ended up finishing. So I was not well. Let there be light. Oh, so much better. Now look at that, Nicole. Come on, you gotta pull it together. So let's recap. We're getting rid of the Natasha Denona Foundation X. Very good foundation if you're looking for full coverage, but not like overly full or like overly matte. But it was more of a matte finish. And then the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude. We are getting rid of both of these. Love this if you want coverage, but not too much. Really nice. Really, really good. Like that one a lot, actually. Then I have the NYX Bear With Me Luminous Tinted Skin Serum. I really thought that I was gonna love this, and there was a brief period where I was wearing it, but it's a little bit too luminous. Even if I mix it with something else, it just doesn't hold up well on my oily skin, so it's not my favorite. So I do think that I'm gonna part with this. She must go. The Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I really like this one. This is a really good tinted moisturizer, but this is not a good shade for me. It was always just off a little bit. This color is medium tan, but if you look at it, that doesn't look very medium tan. It's more of like a late medium. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't know. Let me give it a little swatch. This one is still good. I haven't had it that long, but why is it? Yeah, I just have so many other ones that I like better. Like I really have some good skin tints right now, and we will get to them probably at the end of this video. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is what I was mixing the other NYX one with. This is the Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. This is actually really nice. This one's in shade Beige Camel. Very fitting. Very fitting. This one was, I did like this one. But like I said, I just have so many other ones that I would choose over this one. So I feel like it's pointless to hold on to it because I just know in my heart that I'm not going to use it. But if you're looking for a drugstore tint and moisturizer, this one is nice. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Yeah. I have better ones. The Laura Mercier Tint and Moisturizer. Is it better if I stay back here so my camera doesn't keep going in and out of focus? Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. This I do like. She needs a good shake. This is a good tint and moisturizer. I am gonna hold on to this one. It's in the shade Tawny. I mean, like right now it would match me perfectly, but in the winter this is usually a little bit dark for me. But I like it. It has SPF 30. I'm gonna keep it. And then, oh, this one I like even more. Actually, I might keep this one over that one. This is the Laura Mercier Tint and Moisturizer, but the one they came out with it is oil-free. So I really like this one because this one is even less dewy on my skin, whereas the original one is, I mean, it's not too dewy, but if I can go for oil-free, I'm going to. The one thing I don't understand though, the oil-free one is SPF 20, this guy, and then the original one is SPF 30. Like, why'd you have to take down the SPF? I wanted SPF 30. And this one is in Bisque. And I do think that I like this shade better in the oil-free one, so I'm gonna keep that and I'm gonna get rid of, I don't know, I may keep it. It's a maybe. Because I do like it. Then I have this guy in here. This is a like concealer corrector kind of all-in-one palette. I love these. I have another one in my vanity that I use quite a bit. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting palette in number 40. These are great. Amazing formula. Like, they're not too thick on your face, but they cover well. Keeping for sure. The Milani Hydrating Skin Tint in medium. I'm like thinking to myself, what am I gonna do with this? I'm not gonna keep this. This was a little bit too dewy for my skin. I would say if you're dry, you might really like this. This one's in the shade medium and it's like really medium. Like, I would say this is more of like a tan shade. They run a little bit dark, so it always was just like a little off, but definitely way too dewy, so I am going to part with that one. Okay, that can come out. Let's work on these guys. So let me get these out of the way. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which I used to love, love, love. And then I bought it again after not using it for quite a while. This one's in the shade 125 Nude Beige. And I just don't love it as much as I used to. I don't know. Something's changed with me, with my skin probably. So I didn't love it quite as much, but I kind of still want to hold on to it. But like Nicole, I'm not going to use it. I'm getting rid of it. But it is a great drugstore foundation if you want something with lighter coverage. It just looks so natural and pretty on the skin. But yeah, I'm going to part with that. L'Oreal Infallible. This is still, to this day, the best foundation, like true foundation that I've ever used. If I'm looking for more coverage, which is maybe like once a year, I will wear this. But before I got onto the skin tint train, this was my everyday foundation. I just find now it's a little bit too much. Like, the older I get, the less coverage I like. So I am going to hold on to this though, because I mean, the best foundation hands down ever that I've ever used. It is so good. L'Oreal killed it with this. And I do really like the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. This is a great, oh my God, seriously, Nicole. This is a great drugstore, like, it's like $5. It's so inexpensive. This whole line from Dollar General is top notch. Like, I think a lot of people see makeup in the dollar store and they're like, it can't be good. It's freaking good, I swear. I do like this. It's a little too much coverage for me though. It's medium to full coverage. It's sad because there are days that I just want to pile the makeup on and like beat my face. But it just doesn't work with my, I guess we're at the point where I have to say mature skin. Gosh dang it. I'm going to get rid of this even though I love it. It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare in the shade, what shade is this? Medium Neutral. I like this a lot and I am going to hang on to this. This is a very light coverage. It is a little bit dewy for me, so I do have to be careful. Like I have to make sure that I powder. I have to make sure sometimes that I even mix it with something because it's a little bit too dewy, which is always the case. But I love it. It looks really pretty on the skin. The formula of this is very thin and nice and it just feels comfortable and lightweight. And then the Abh Luminous Foundation, I used to mix this a lot with like my L'Oreal Infallible or something that was a little bit more matte. I love the way this looks on, but I can't wear this by itself because I turn into just like a greasy mess. But if you have dry skin and you're looking for just like I would say like a medium coverage, this is such a beautiful foundation. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this and I don't know why because it's so pretty. I'm going to part with this because I don't wear it anymore. It's just a little bit too much coverage and a little bit too dewy even if I mix it. Oh, but I love the way it looks on. It's so pretty. This is a backup of my e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter in medium. My friend Deanna sent me 2 mediums and another shade, medium tan maybe. So this is gonna go in my backup drawer. Amazing. This one I'm so on the fence with. The L'Oreal True Match Nude. This one's in 4 to 5 medium. I need to give this another try because I used it and I feel like I didn't give it a fair shot, but I hear so many people talk about how good this is for mature skin, for dry skin, or even for like combination skin. I'm gonna keep this out and I think I might even like mix it with something. I don't know, I'm gonna play around with it, but I do want to keep it. The first time I used it, I just felt that it was almost like the formula was a little bit too thick and I felt like it kind of settled into like where my texture is and where my pores are the largest. But I'm gonna try again. I wanna try again. Oh, we have a little Laura Mercier Tint and Moisturizer in Bisque. I certainly don't need a little one. If I have a big one, maybe I'll keep the little one and get rid of the big one. I'm gonna keep one of them. Sorry if you can hear my mother-in-law. She tends to be on the louder side. This expired in 2021. Nicole, what are we doing? And then this one also did. The Your Skin But Better CC Oil-Free Matte. This is amazing. I really like this one. If you're looking for like foundation coverage, I would say like it says full coverage, but I don't think it's full coverage. I would say it's more of like a medium. This is so pretty. This is like, if you have mature skin but you still want a foundation, I feel like this is like a perfect option. But they're both expired, so they must go. Okay, that is done. Like, Nicole, what is happening? Why do you have fake nails? These are going in the trash. Why did I even keep them? Like, why did I even keep, what? What the heck? Goodbye. And look, see, this is why we need to go through these drawers. I have lids in here of my little Crocs that I have makeup brushes in. We must organize. I'm sorry. A random Makeup Forever. Wow, I was looking for that like a year ago. This is the Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation in Y405. I used to wear this and I used to really like this. I mean, this is the only powder foundation that I have, so I feel like I kind of want to hang on to it. I might hang on to that. That's a maybe. What the heck is this? What? Okay, we're just gonna throw that away. I don't know. There are lipsticks in here. I'm not really sure why. I'm gonna do something with that. So let's go through these concealers. These are like my backup concealers. Okay, I told you guys a little. Hopefully that's all right. I honestly haven't gone into this little cubby for quite a while. I don't know if I've told you guys yet. I know I told Snapchat, and I'll show you when we get up to my vanity. But I have found, yes, I did tell you guys, it was in my last video. I have found, finally, after many years of searching, I have found my holy grail concealer in the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. Oh my stars, it is everything that I ever wanted in a concealer. If you have mature skin, if you have dry under eyes, or if you just want like a really nice smoothing, a little bit illuminating concealer, it is so amazing. It's not full coverage, it's not matte. So if that's what you're looking for, you're not gonna love it, but oh my gosh, it is the best. And I honestly feel like I could get rid of every other concealer that I own. So I'm really gonna go in on these. Okay, so the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. There was a time that I was wearing this like every day. But like comparing it to the Too Faced one, this is just a little bit more matte than what I'm looking for, so I'm going to get rid of it. And then the Nude Sticks Nude Fix Cream Concealer. This one's in Nude 4, and this ColourPop one was in Light 50W. I did like this for a while. This is just like a nice basic concealer, but I haven't used it in so long. I'm gonna get rid of it. The e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Beige. I do really like this if I was looking for like a fuller coverage. It's good because it's full coverage, but it's hydrating, which is usually you don't find that. This one I know is expired. I've definitely had this for more than a year, so it's gonna go, but I do like it. And then I have a bunch of the JOUER. We're gonna have to go through and pick out which shade I should keep. Why do I even have all of these in here, Nicole? The JOUER Essential High Coverage Concealer Pen. I would like to hang on to one shade for like my blemishes on my face. So I am gonna swatch these real quick and I'll show you guys the shades and we'll go from there. Okay, obviously we're in no particular order here. I'm gonna start over here. So we have wheat, macadamia, creme brulee, toast, dulce de leche, and then chiffon. So which, I mean, I probably would end up keeping creme brulee. Like for my face, I feel like that's the best match. I mean, right now this guy, dulce de leche, am I saying that right? That looks like the best match, but that's because I'm very tan right now. I'm not usually this tan. So I think I'll just hang on to creme brulee and the rest can go. I'll see if Emma might want one for her little blemishes, her one little blemish she might have like once a year. Okay, keeping creme brulee. All right, moving on. I know I can get rid of this Rimmel Stay Matte. I mean, I haven't used this in forever, but I will say I don't think this is a very matte concealer. The name I feel like is a little deceiving. I didn't think this was matte. I just thought it was like a nice natural finish, but it's definitely expired. Oh, the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer. This is a really nice one. This one's in the shade Light. I did really like this concealer. This is another good one if you have more mature skin and you find that everything is just settling and looking heavy and crepey and creasy. This is a good one. That was not a fart, that was my arm, thank you very much. I probably should just get rid of it though, because, oh, you know what? This is a maybe. I might actually want to keep that. The Stay Naked from Urban Decay, I can get rid of this one. This one's in 40 NY, which was such a good shade for me. But this is just, like, it was good while it lasted, but it's a little too much coverage for me. It's a little too much. Like, that's a lot for these mature under eyes. So that is going. This one I used to love. This is so expired though. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer. So on the one side you have like a little prepper. It's almost like an eye cream, like a pinky tinted eye cream that feels so nice on your under eyes. And then the actual concealer is really nice. Look, you can see I use the crap out of this thing. It's very nice. It's very hydrating, really good for more mature skin or really dry under eyes. I did really like that one. That was this is a really good product, but it's very, very expired. We have another e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer that must go. The Revlon Candid Antioxidant Concealer. I bought this because of Tati Westbrook. She used to rave about this freaking concealer, and I was like, okay, well, she's not mature. She's younger than I am, but she's not 20. Like, she's not 25. So if she likes it on her, like, 30-ish year old under eyes, I probably would like it on my 40-ish year old under eyes. But I just never could like fully get down with it. I feel like there were times that I wore it and I was like, okay. But I couldn't get the hype the way that Tati did, and I really wanted to. I'm getting rid of it. This Milk one, I used to really like the Flex Concealer. Good, just like, I would say medium coverage. No bells and whistles. It's just like a basic medium coverage concealer. It's expired though, so it has to go. Like a lot of these are. This Morphe one's not. I haven't had this for very long. The Hide and Peak in the shade Peak of Fawn. I do like this one. This is a nice concealer. I think I might hang on to this one. But see, like if I think, okay, the Morphe one's sitting on the table and the Too Faced one, like I'm always gonna choose the Too Faced one. But I feel like I should have options for you guys in videos. I might hang on to that one. Oh, put a knife through my heart. The Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. If there is any concealer that could come close to this new Too Faced one that I discovered, it would be the Becca Aqua Luminous. I went so hard, like the chokehold that this concealer had on my life for well over a year. I am so sad that I will never be able to use this concealer again. Becca, why did you have to go away? I know this is so expired. Oh my God, this was in the shade Beige. This was such a hydrating, light coverage, gorgeous, amazingly perfect concealer. How heartbreaking. Honestly, this pains me. Pains me that I will never be able to experience this again. But Too Faced kind of just popped in there and is giving me very similar vibes to the Becca Aqua Luminous. Very similar. Do I only have one shade of that? Oh my God, I have two more shades. I have two more shades of the JOUER. I cannot with myself. Rich Ginger. I think I was using these to like contour at one point. Rich Ginger and Ginger. Nicole, I'm disappointed in you. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get rid of both of those because neither is really my shade. Oh my goodness gracious. What a mess. Okay, the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. This is also a nice hydrating concealer. I mean, it's not like the greatest thing I've ever used, but it was decent. It was a decent drugstore option if you want something hydrating, kind of almost like serum-like in a way. Here, let me give you a little swatch. It's hard to tell with concealers, but this one was nice. Yeah, it was good. I'm getting rid of it though. Oh, Makeup Forever Ultra HD Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. This was not self-setting. I still had to set it. This color though, what color is that? 32. I mean, such an amazing shade. I did like this one. I know it's expired though, and I know I wouldn't use it regardless, so I'm getting rid of it. And then we have the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. This one was okay. I didn't feel like it was anything special. Would not buy again if I had the option. Getting rid of. Oh, the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Who remembers like the drama with this? So I feel like the first time I used it, it was like so emollient and heavy, and I like ripped it. I went off on this poor concealer. But then I started using it again, and there is almost like a learning curve with this concealer because it is so emollient and it is like hella thick. But if you use like the tiniest bit and you can only blend it in like with your ring finger and really get the warmth from your hand to really like get it into your skin, this can be a very, very pretty concealer. But you cannot use like the same amount of this that you would use of another concealer. It's just, it's so emollient. I don't understand why they did that. So I did like it after I initially hated it. I'm getting rid of it though. I've had it forever. Oh, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. There was a time in my life where this was all that I used. You can see I used like half the tube. This is probably, oh, the neutralizer shade. I normally used medium. This is very old. I'm getting rid of it, but that is a great drugstore concealer. The Wander Dualist Concealer in medium. I have this in a few shades. This is a really, really good hydrating, almost like radiant concealer. I really like this, but medium's not my shade. So I do like medium for the little stick though. Like that's a good color. No, I'm gonna part with this. I have light medium in my purse. This is the concealer that I keep in my purse just in case I would need a touch up, which I normally don't, but just in case. Medium's not really my shade, so we can get rid of that, but I do like that a lot. Another holy grail favorite, like of all time, e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. They discontinued this. You can still get like the really deep shades on their website, but they never have like the lighter shades, which I don't know why. This is medium sand. I freaking love this concealer. It was so good. I mean, you guys have seen me use this concealer 1,000 times. It used to be all that I would use. Like after the Becca Aqua Luminous, I really fell in love with this e.l.f. one. But I can't get my shade anymore, and it's very sad. And I'm going to get rid of this because I know it's expired. Wet n Wild Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer. This was like too heavy for me. I was not a fan. I don't even know why I kept this. I'm getting rid of it. Whoopsie. 2 Becca little pots. So I have light to medium and medium to deep. Light to medium, like I've had these forever, and medium to deep. You can see they almost have like condensation on the top of them. I probably should get rid of them. Yeah, they're probably both, I mean, they both feel good, but neither of these is really my shade. I mean, do I need to keep either of these? I don't know. These are going to be a maybe. I hate to get rid of them because like Becca's gone. But I know I've had these well over a year. But sometimes I just don't care. You know, I should, I know. But sometimes I'm just like, Okay, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer. This was a good one. This is totally not my shade. I have 2 of them. Yeah, Y31 was my under eye shade. I don't know what the heck I was doing with Y23. This was nice for a while. I used it. I enjoyed it. Not super memorable. It was just all right. Definitely getting rid of. They're definitely expired. And this Bye Bye Under Eyes from It. This is so, I mean, I feel like you guys already know, this is like a cult favorite, but it's very thick. It's very like full coverage. I used to use like the tiniest dot of it, but there are people that absolutely swear by this because it is more on the emollient side, which I think kind of hydrates the under eye. But I don't know, it was just always too thick for me. I tried many times. Okay, is that it for foundation and concealer? It is, other than what's on my vanity. So I feel like we should go through that just while we're doing this. So let's pop up to the vanity. And I did actually decide that I'm gonna get rid of both of these Laura Mercier tinted moisturizers. I'm just gonna keep the oil-free. There's no need to keep this because I would always choose this guy over these. Okay. Something else that was in my maybe pile, maybe the number 7. I'll part with this one because I sound like a broken record, but I would just choose the Too Faced one over this. But this is a really nice, very hydrating, dewy, luminous drugstore concealer. And I'm also gonna part with the Morphe Hide and Peak. I just feel like this shade's not ideal for me. And I just know that I'm not going to use it, so I'm not going to hang on to it. It's pointless. I used to do that just so I would have like a collection. I'm not there anymore. I want to keep things that I'm using, and I don't want to waste stuff. And I feel like in the past I've been very wasteful with makeup, and I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to get better. Oh, I do have, wait, there's more. Hold up. Hold the freaky phone. Tell me you have more shades of the JOUER and I'm gonna beat your... I just found 2 more shades of the JOUER. Nicole, what in the name of God were you thinking? Creme Cafe and Cafe au lait. Creme Cafe. Oh my goodness. This is so wasteful. Oh, I was using Cafe au lait to contour. I actually think I'm gonna keep Cafe au lait because that's a really good shade. I'm gonna put this up at my vanity to use. This one's actually a good shade too for like winter time. I feel like that's very close to my color. So these were the 2 shades that I needed. Hold on. Now we're gonna compare Cafe au lait and Creme Brulee. So here's Creme Brulee. Oh, Creme Brulee is way darker. What am I doing? Wait, not Cafe au lait. I got myself all confused. Creme Cafe. So many cafe shades. So that would be more my... Hold on. I got myself so confused. So that's Creme Brulee. And then the other one is Creme Cafe. I'm keeping Creme Brulee. Good night. Oh my goodness. Okay, that can go. And I'm just gonna hang on to these 2, a contour shade and a blemish shade, and we're good to go. I think this might have been the other, maybe the powder foundation. I'm not gonna use this. I'm not gonna use this. I'm going to part with this. I'm trying to be better. And then I found the Glossier Stretch Concealer in Light. I have another shade in my vanity. I think it's number 8. It's a little bit darker. This is just a little bit light for me, but I love this dang concealer, so I'm keeping that. The Makeup Geek Skin Brilliance Facial Elixir. They sent this over shortly before Makeup Geek ended. Oh, I still can't believe that Makeup Geek is gone. It just doesn't seem right. It really saddens me. Let me swatch this and see what I never gave this like a fair shot. Hold on, I'll show you. So it's like a pinky color, but I don't know. It feels like it would make me oily. Like it just doesn't feel, I don't know, it feels kind of soft and smooth though, like once it kind of soaks in. Should I use that? It does feel kind of nice. I don't think I'm gonna use it though. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. I want to use it, but I know I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. The LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment, wow, in blue. That was so out of focus, I'm so sorry. I love to keep this on hand because this will make things more neutral, but like the tiniest bit. This stuff is intense. But I really like this if I have something where the color is just a little bit off. I find that I can usually manipulate it just with like a tiny bit of this. So this is a good product to have on hand if you want to make things more neutral. The Smashbox Oil and Shine Control. I used to use this. I don't use it anymore, so I'm gonna part with it. I found that it was like pilling up and just looking really bad on my skin the older I got, so I can't really use that anymore. I have this Milani Peach Tinted Under Eye Corrector, Brightener, sorry. I don't know that I ever used it. I got out way too much. Okay, I'm gonna just put some over here. This actually feels and looks really nice. Sometimes with correctors, they can be like a little bit too heavy and it like defies the whole purpose of using one, but that feels really nice. I am keeping that and I'm gonna put that on my eyes ASAP. Okay, so I've actually decided to put the vanity portion in part 2 because this video is just getting too long, but this is where we are at now. A few little foundation, skin tint kind of products. Oh, and I did find a deeper shade. Which one did I have at my vanity? I think this one. I don't know, one of these. So I do have 2 of these. I'm gonna keep both because I kind of mix and match depending on if I'm tan or not. And then just a few concealers. I may have more stuff to add into this in part 2, but this is where we are at right now. So we did really freaking good. So I will give you guys a full overview of everything that we've gotten rid of in part 2 because I've already filmed that part and I have all the products mixed in together, so I don't want to like give you a little teaser, you know? So you'll be able to see everything in part 2. But I'm gonna end it here. So part 2 will be up soon. And you guys can let me know down below what you want to see next, like after concealers, foundations. Should I do blushes and bronzers? Should I do eyeshadow palettes? Anything. Let me know what you guys want to see. Oh, and primers will also be in part 2. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry this was so long. I love you guys. I will see you soon.
Sorry, that was probably so loud. Yeah, at the moment, I kind of, do I look like Lord Farquaad? Do I? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh my god, I thought that was a spider. Oh my god. Am I still recording? Yes. Oh my god. Okay, it's the tassel of my, I'll show you. Oh my god, Nicole. I was over here doing stuff, and this little tassel was like hanging, just, alright, forget it. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, I gotta clean up. Brandy's knees are giving out. Oh. Wow, that took way more effort than it should have. Isn't cotton candy like the weirdest thing? Like, what is it? I mean, I know what it is, but, like, how? How? It's crazy. I don't have any pants on. Just kidding. You thought you were going to see the can, but you're not. Ow. I'm literally falling apart before everyone's eyes. Wow. Y'all didn't have to do me quite like that.